Ah yes, another riveting episode of The View, America's favorite daily seminar in self-contradiction. This time, the ladies are here to defend Joe Biden's unprecedented decision to pardon his son, Hunter, for crimes he may or may not have committed over an 11-year span. Because if there's one thing The View excels at, it's defending the indefensible, preferably while shouting over anyone who disagrees. So here's the setup. Whoopi Goldberg and the gang kicked off their discussion by declaring that anyone criticizing Biden's pardon is the real problem. Whoopi, always one to bring calm and clarity, insists Biden has the absolute right to pardon anyone he wants, and doesn't need to explain himself to anybody. It's hurtful for the American people, she said, referring to, checks notes, the American people, questioning their own president's actions.
You know what I think is hurtful for the American people? I think what is hurtful is denying that if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander.
Yeah.
He is the president of the United States, and it is his right, and he doesn't have to explain to anybody. This is his right as president. He can pardon, if he wants to pardon Bozo the Clown, he can pardon Bozo the Clown.
Hurtful, really? Because I thought what's actually hurtful is watching a president use the pardon pen like a get-out-of-jail-free card for his own son. But sure, Whoopi, let's focus on those pesky critics and their mean words. And then came the moral gymnastics. Whoopi practically pulled a hamstring trying to argue that Democrats always take the moral high ground.
Because it seems to me, and I had to write it down because I didn't think I would remember it.
Yeah.
I just want to say, Democrats, you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You can't let people tell you you're not taking the moral ground when we take the moral ground all the time. We fight for migrant rights, women's rights, gay folks' rights, trans rights, and every time we do, suddenly we're being told, oh, you're on the woke agenda.
Conveniently forgetting that their so-called moral high ground now involves defending corruption because Trump exists. It's like saying, sure, the house is on fire, but did you see that guy across the street? His lawn is a mess. Great deflection, Whoopi. Truly inspiring leadership. But wait, Sunny Hostin wasn't going to be outdone in the Olympics of excuses. According to her, Biden wasn't lying when he repeatedly said he'd never pardon Hunter. No, he's just being the pragmatic president we always knew.
This internal firing squad, it's been really bothering me. And what's also been bothering me is, well, Joe Biden should have stuck to what he said. He should have stuck to his promise. He lied. Let's just take a little refresher course. I don't think that he was lying. Anna Navarro spoke to Joe Biden, and he had every intention not to pardon his son. But once he realized that President-elect Trump is going to be on a revenge tour, there were changing circumstances. He became the pragmatic president that we always knew.
Ah, yes, pragmatic, a word we now use when somebody does the exact opposite of what they promised. Next, they'll tell us Hunter's shady laptop were just entrepreneurial spirit. And of course, Hostin couldn't resist the classic fallback. But Trump, she demanded we stop the pearl clutching over Biden's dishonesty because Trump also lied. Oh, Sonny, you're really out here saying, let's not talk about our guy's lies because their guy lied first. That's like a kid caught stealing cookies yelling, but Billy stole too. Here's the thing, The View isn't defending Biden because they believe in his integrity. They're defending him because they have to. This is their guy, and they'll tie themselves in rhetorical knots to make him look like the hero. Even if it means ignoring blatant hypocrisy, excusing corruption, or blaming Trump for, checks notes, Hunter Biden's pardon. So congratulations to the ladies of The View. You've once again proven that, with enough spin, you could turn even the most absurd narrative into your personal crusade. Now, if only you'd use that energy to ask some real questions. But we all know that's about as likely as Whoopi agreeing to sit quietly for 5 minutes. Until next time, remember, if Biden pardons his own son, it's pragmatic. If Trump sneezes, it's the end of democracy. And if you question any of this, well, you're just a racist transphobe hurting America.